Good morning and welcome to Dashcam Diary of Disabled MRIs. I woke up in so much pain. Thank goodness I woke up early because I was moving so slow. I still am. I had something pop as I was going to sleep last night in my right shoulder blade, and that is the main unstable area right now, and it hurts so bad. It's on nerve pain. I really want them to inject shots and pain relief into my right side of my back. It hurts so bad. It's harder for me to have a mask on today, especially first thing in the morning. But I think this is also a blessing because it will show all this, because I'm having MRIs with contrast this morning. We're going to really get a decent picture, I think, of my head and neck, brain with the MRI with contrast this morning. I am not looking forward to the next 2 hours of laying in a machine, feeling in pain. In fact, I think I need to take my second pain med right now on the way there. I'm in so much pain. It's so unmanageable this morning. When it's manageable, I can mask. But this also throws me into a state of like panic anxiety when I have this much pain. Because no matter how much pain meds I take, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to OD or anything because I'm not going to take too many. But like, no matter how many I were to take, it would not touch this pain very much. I mean, it was a lot worse right when I first got up versus now on my way to my MRIs. But my body's dependent on the meds again in order to function. All they do is wire me. Vice makes me drowsy. Like, I really wish they would make me drowsy. Like, I had to take a Benadryl to go to sleep last night because I'm on steroids. Fudge, I forgot. No, I didn't take my steroid. Oh, I was about to freak out for a second. Like, my pain has been taking over my brain this morning. I have a pain brain. My pain brain doesn't, like, work all the way. The fatigue and the brain fog are real, for sure. It's because I have pain brain. That's what I'm titling this video, pain brain. And I'm glad I'm getting the MRIs. And I'm getting my MRIs on a day that my pain is really freaking bad in my upper back. At least the lower back and stuff is tomorrow. And that's actually feeling fine. And I think that's because of the low dose naltrexone that I take for inflammation and pain. It really does help a little bit, like this much, because it prevents me from feeling a lot of my lower back problems and issues. But at the same time, it's my lower back and hips and stuff that are the worst, especially since my fall. But my upper back has been so jacked up since the chiropractor, the other one. My upper back, like, I haven't had this bad of upper back pain underneath that shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade, like it is now, since before I had tethered cord surgery in 2020. I have not had this bad of pain in that spot since 2020. And I'd actually like to say 2019, because it was at the very beginning of January that I had that surgery in 2020. This pain sucks. I've managed to make several videos without crying lately. But today's pretty bad, and it's the busiest day of the week for me, with 3 appointments, 2-hour-long MRIs with contrast, and then I have to go shopping before I go to my primary some pain relief, period. But it's hard. Get off my butt, truck. I can't go anywhere with this car in front of me going under the speed limit in the freaking passing lane. I don't have road rage. It's just, I'm not tolerating this pain very well right now. And it really affects the mood. For real. Get the hell out of this truck's way, because I'm going to let them speed. I'm not going to get a ticket on top of this bad day. You go right for it, buddy. Need my law abiding butt out of this. It is going to be such a long day because I have from 11 until 1:30 several hours. I'm going to have to be out using energy and spoons when I don't have it with this pain today. And ridiculous me, I should have pressed harder last week for anxiety meds, but I thought I'd wait until my appointment, which is today, to ask for those because I'm going to need them for the rest tonight and for the MRI tomorrow. I'm going to have to take like half a pill for my MRI and then like a full one at bedtime. Because I do have a tad of claustrophobia with MRIs and stuff, but what can I do? I'm going to have to deal with being in pain and no calming effects while I'm in the MRI machine. But also, I don't want to drive on that stuff. Like, I don't, you know, I push the boundary a little bit with like having to take meds, but I'm functional on my meds because my body is freaking dependent on them. They don't affect me except for they wire me and make me like more anxious and panicky because I'm in pain. And then I have to take them. I really don't want to take them either because I'm tired of the label and the stigma of being called a drug seeker and a prescription pill addict. It's not fun. But I'm mentally not, you know, I'm trying to get over that myself still, being on them again. But ideally, I just don't want to be on them. I really don't. I got pain brain, and that really drives me some days. It's kind of going to be driving my day to day, it looks like, but I'm going to try to have more of a positive mindset. I just have to get to the location first, and I'll feel a little bit better because I'm not going to be anxious because I'm not going to be late, hopefully. I need to get the address of the GPS. Should be under my recents. I really haven't got that many places lately to get into the address. 6 miles. Yeah, my fake lashes are off today. I'm back to my normal plain self. I rode one off this morning or last night. I know that, and then the other one was like barely hanging on this morning. And I'm really surprised I got them to sit there as long as I did, and for as long as I did, because them are hearts to put on. I don't get very girly very often, but it was nice to feel girly for a week, days, however long they were on. I don't know. Every day is the same. Every day just kind of goes by. It seems like. Except yesterday. Yesterday was a long day. I was really exhausted and tired, and I forced myself to stay awake so I didn't fall asleep too soon and then like wake up in the middle of the night. Like, that's typical of me. Like, if I were to fall asleep when I wanted to go to sleep yesterday at like 3 or 4 p.m., I would have woken up at like 1 something midnight, and then I would have stayed up all freaking morning. I wouldn't have been able to sleep, period. Knowing I following the chiropractor that jacked me up. Like, I have 2 fresh injuries. I just can't go to a regular chiropractor. I have to stay with my, like, one that there's only one of. I'm going to be SOL if he gets really sick again and has to stay out of work. I can't trust other chiropractors not to damage me. I've been damaged by chiropractors twice now. Once really jacked up my shoulder and is still jacked up to this day. And then now my upper back again is just so screwed up from that last chiropractor. It's such a bummer. Like, I'm so disappointed in not having a backup, but at the same time I'm so disappointed that my body responded adversely to it. And I can only be mad at myself because I did that to myself. But I'm trying not to be mad because it doesn't help anything to stay mad about it. Because I have a residual I need to let go of still, but I'm working on that. It's just days like today are awful. On, so it's like I have a traveling heating pad to try and help the pain, to help release the muscle spasm on that nerve. It's resting right up against that nerve in my upper back and it hurts so bad. Nerve pain is the worst, especially in that shoulder blade area. It's like the hardest area to treat. It is the worst pain I've experienced in a long time. Besides my telephone fall, I think upper back is worse than lower back. I don't know. It just seems like the worst period when it's happening, when I'm experiencing it. And knowing that my pain meds are barely going to touch this pain because it's nerve related. And muscle relaxers don't work on me, and it's also a bad idea to have loose muscles because they're the only thing that's keeping anything in place, period. Whether it's in the wrong place or not, it's the only thing that's helping. So I can't loosen my muscles up because they also stopped working after a long time. Like, I tried muscle relaxers for years with the VA. They just shoved pills at me for so long. When I actually didn't want meds, like, all I wanted was an answer to what my problem was with my pain. And nobody could tell me what my pain was until I figured it out with college, until I went and got educated, until I went to these support groups and found out exactly what was going on. Now I know how to treat my pain. However, knowing how to treat it and actually fixing it and helping it are 2 different things. I had to get a new tissue box in my car today. So anyways, I really just wanted to update y'all. This morning is not going great. It's starting off really crappy. I'm still thankful to be alive. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still want to be here. Really, I do. I just need a little bit better quality of life right now. I'm trying to get into a neurosurgeon. I'm trying to get into a urologist. I'm still trying to get into an endocrinologist. Like, I have so many things, and pain is so disruptive in trying to get anything accomplished. I move around, I hurt. I lay around, I hurt. I sit around, I hurt. Worse. Sitting's like the worst. I think standing's better than sitting, but standing still really fucks me up. Excuse me. This is going to be a long day. I have 3 more miles to go. I appreciate y'all coming with me on my drives, on my dash cams with me to my appointments. This is what it's like. In between appointments, it's just a lot of driving, and it's just doctor appointment after doctor appointment, versus exam, versus test, versus imaging. Like, this staff is really getting to know me at my primary care doctor's clinic. They really are. It's taking time, but they're like, oh hi, you're so regular here. So they're basically almost my co-workers because yeah, I'm getting to know all my patient care team. And I really do need a manager. I need a personal manager, caretaker. I really do, so they can help me just to get through this stuff because it's so hard. And I can only push myself so far. And I can only take so many meds. Like I'm like pretty much done with my pain meds for the day. Like I'm starting off with my max dose today. And I can only take one more the rest of the day. I really don't want to take that third one. I'm going to try and not take it, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to take it after my MRIs. It's going to be a long 2 hours. And then I'm going to have to stay like shopping and walking around and doing stuff for like 3 hours before my doctor appointment. Almost 3 hours. I wish I could have gotten in sooner in the day with him. But the only times available were during the MRIs. And during the MRIs are the times that I typically go see him. And I typically see him on Wednesdays, not Tuesdays. He had no openings next week. Or next week, tomorrow. Hopefully I can get in on Wednesday next week. And I can get back to my regular chiropractor schedule next week too, because it's all off this week. It's on Monday and Friday this week, not even on Wednesday. And I desperately wish I had one for tomorrow. I may end up trying to message them later today during my 3-hour break between appointments. And I forgot what I was talking about. The freaking sirens distracted me. Yeah, I'm just in pain. That's all I can think about. This freaking pain. No matter how I sit. I really needed to do some PT this morning. I needed to lay on my foam roller. I did wake up in plenty enough time to do it. However, I was just trying to keep my mind calm. Oh, how that breath really hurt. I'm working through this pain today. I have no choice. I have to do these exams. I can't cancel them. I've been waiting weeks for them. So no matter how much pain I'm in, I have to try to function. I wish I could take like 3 or 4 more steroid pills. Like get this inflammation to stop pressing on this dang nerve. It's on my last nerve. Literally. It's hitting my last nerve and freaking just sucks. I know I have usually more inspirational things to say, better updates. It's just I really got it. I'm trying to show the true me, like the real me, the real in real time me, transparency. This is what it's like. I'm emotional off and on. Most days I'm not. Like, really, most days I'm not like this. As you can see from my most recent couple weeks of video, or, you know, last like 10 videos or whatever I've posted. Yeah, a lot of my videos started off crying in the very beginning of creating my channel 45 days ago. But I'm really astounded by the support, by my first 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the follow and the subscriptions and any likes you can throw my way and shares. This is my home, my begging for my supporters. It really motivates me to actually make these videos. The more I see people checking out my videos and stuff, it only adds fuel to my fire of like, I'm just going to be me. I'm not acting here. This is who I am, and I'm trying to show the world the beautiful part of me. Even though I'm sad and crying in some of them, I'm still a beautiful soul. I deserve compassionate, healthy support systems. I deserve to be treated with a better quality of life. I really do. I have worked my butt off my entire life to just fall apart in my 40s and not be as able-bodied as I want to be. My mind is still like 25 years old, I swear. And I'm 43. I'm like a 25-year-old and a 43-year-old actual body age. Oh, I missed my flip and turn. Of course. Now I'm stuck downtown. But my body feels like it's really like 80 on the inside. The natural aging of my body is like 80 because of the degeneration that I've put it through in the military, which luckily my EDS likes to cover up and likes to make me look young forever in various areas of my life. Like every time I get my lungs or, you know, a lot of these images anymore, it's like, it's positive results, which, you know, that's what patients really want to hear, is positive results, but they also want to hear of the truth of what was found on these imaging these imaging reports. Thank goodness for my chart and the availability of looking into your own medical records at this point, because that has saved my butt when I was going to college and figuring out what exactly was wrong with me. The information sharing is amazing, and I'm so glad that my chart is becoming more universal and more information sharing is going on between doctors and providers, because it was so discombobulated and miscommunicated in the VA healthcare system. I mean, they're slowly rolling out an integrated system between all the VAs because they're still separate in a lot of the states. Of course, there's a right lane closure. Hey, I'm still not late, even taking my misguided long route. I am not late. But I'll be late in their eyes because I didn't get there 15 minutes in advance for paperwork. I'll get there in like 5 minutes for paperwork. But, I don't know. It actually says I'm arriving within 15 minutes of my appointment time. So I'm showing up at 8:43. That's amazing. That's one good thing that is going right today, is I'm not late. That's the only thing that's gone right, is I'm not late. It's ridiculous. But at least I can see the positive in today. And the positive is I'm not going to have as much anxiety going into my MRI because I'm not late. And I'm getting scolded by the people, or dirty looks by the people that work there. Like, yeah, we're not going to allow you to have your imaging because you got here late, because you didn't show up on time. Which gave me a lot of PTSD and anxiety when it came to the VA medical care. They do not tolerate any, like, you're late for like 1 minute, they're like, nope, missed your appointment time, peace. They're really, like, they cause a lot of anxiety and PTSD, medical PTSD for me. The VA healthcare system is actually pretty dang good. Like, now that I can compare it to regular insurance outside of the VA actually does have a lot going for it, and it is a really good medical system for a lot of people that are not. It's good for people that are not complex like me. I'm going to reiterate that the VA can be a good medical care system for somebody that is just not as complex as me, which I don't understand, because there's so many complex veterans out there. I would think that we could get a little bit more compassion in that area, but no, VA employees are just overworked and underpaid, and they can't actually do their job because of policy and meetings like every freaking second of the day. But they're if they're not efficient. They're not efficient at all with their healthcare. They may be getting better. I don't know. I gotta stay away from them until I can deal with my PTSD from it. And I'll get to the mental health portion at some point. This really seriously takes a toll on me. Get the F out of my lane, dude. gosh. I really don't got road rage. But people, man, yeah, I almost got sideswiped. Thank goodness I know how to drive and freaking talk at the same time. Street parking, I don't like downtown. People are hot, right in my line, in my lane, and so it makes it so I have to ride the line in the other lane, so thank goodness there was nobody else in the lanes to the right of me. Because I would have got sideswiped from the vehicle in the left lane of me, and then I would have sideswiped the other person in front of them. I try to get in the other lane. I don't come this way very often. I don't like this part of town. Yeah, I really wish that the VA was a little bit better for me, like, because they really do have some top-notch doctors. They have some top-notch policies and programs and stuff. Like, as much as I have bad-mouthed the VA, they also have a lot of positives as well, and I've benefited from those positives. It's just the amount of medical PTSD and trauma that they caused me has really made my mental health decline since I got out of service. Like, I was really, I was crushed in my service with some PTSD from a chain of commands not doing their job and doing what they're supposed to do. I have PTSD from that, but not only that, I have, medical trauma from the way doctors treated me with my freaking complicated medical conditions that they refuse to acknowledge or help me figure out or find, and being very counterproductive and just throwing pills at me to make me addicted to all of them and then take them away from me because there's a crisis with them. But they loved to shove that down my throat for a long time, and they also loved to call me psychosomatic, which is true. I mean, I am psychosomatic, but I'm also psycho because of the symptoms first. The symptoms happen, and then I get anxiety, panic over the symptoms because I don't have treatments and things in place, or I'm not able to stay home and rest and do what I need to do to contain my pain in a manageable level by staying in bed basically all day. So anyways, I better go and check in. I start my paperwork. I love y'all. Thank you for the support, and thank you for finding my channel. I appreciate it. Bye.